Okay, perfect. All right, well, good evening, and thank you for joining tonight. Whoop. Okay, so my name is Danielle Martinelli. I'm a nutrition consultant here in Santa Barbara, and as I was just saying, we're on evacuation, so I've escaped into my parents' place, and that's the beauty of this business, is that I literally can take it anywhere, and it doesn't stop me, right? So I am privileged to be working with some wonderful nurses, and I'm in the nutrition field, and my mom's a nurse and my dad's a doctor. So I love doing these calls, but this one's going to be specifically from the viewpoint of a few of my business partners, of Mercedes and Amy and Megan. They're going to be sharing a little bit about their stories and the importance of preventative healthcare, and in particular using nutrition as a means to a preventative medicine. And that's something I'm very passionate about as well. So with that being said, I think it's fair to say that nutrition in general is just plain confusing. One day pasta is healthy for you, the next day it's not. Do you eat an egg? Do you not eat an egg? It's confusing, even to me, who I consider myself very well educated as far as nutrition and biology. But one thing has just never gone out of style, never will, and is really the foundation of optimal health, and that is raw fruits and vegetables. Raw plants, all nutrition experts, that never changes. That's one thing that we all have in common, is the importance of nutrition, the importance of using food as medicine, and the importance of getting in those, what are we supposed to be having now, 9 to 13 servings every single day. And I want you to look at your palm of your hand and your fist, and that's considered a serving. Well, here's the thing, and I think you can agree, it's near impossible to every single day get those 9 to 13 servings in your diet to ensure that you're not nutrient deficient. And when you are nutrient deficient, it shows up in all kinds of ways, chronic illnesses, lack of energy and whatnot, that the nurses on these calls are constantly seeing, and it's not always good. And so I am so excited to be partnering with so many people in the health care field, and specifically 3 nurses that are going to speak tonight on preventative healthcare, so that we, can be part of the solution versus being part of the reactive healthcare. Okay, so how do we get 9 to 13 servings of raw fruits and vegetables in every single day? If I can't do it as a healthy eater and a cook, how do we do it? Well, that's where we come in to simply bridge the gap between what most people are eating and what we should be eating. And we use and recommend a product called Juice Plus. So I'm just going to show you Juice Plus here. Can I make it so my screen's bigger? Let's see. Okay. So Juice Plus comes in 3 blends: garden, orchard, and vineyard. And I'm just going to show you the back of one of the bottles. And this is 30 raw fruits and vegetables in this 3 blends. So it's non-GMO and NSF certified to be pure. It has a nutrition label and not a supplement label. So it's real food. The government considers it real food, which stood out to me right away. And it's important to understand the process that the fruits and vegetables go through to be encapsulated or to be put in chewable form. So first of all of our fruits, vegetables, and berries are completely vine ripened. They remain attached to the plant until nutrition is fully developed. So most of the things that you're finding in the grocery store, they've been picked early and they're losing all the nutrients because they're picked too early and they're traveling far. The fruits and vegetables are then ground up, which is better than simply juicing. We use the entire whole food, including peels, leaves, seeds, whenever possible, which provides much more nutrition. For example, 80% of the vitamin C in an orange is found in the peel. And I don't know about you, but I certainly don't go around walking around eating the orange, like the peel of an orange. And really, at the end of the day, when's the last time you ate a raw eggplant or a raw artichoke or a bilberry, elderberry? Like never, and especially in raw form. So that's the advantage of adding in Juice Plus, not to replace fruits and vegetables in your diet, but to bridge that gap, okay? It's then slowly dried at low temperatures, preserving all the live nutrients, and then put into capsules and chewables. And here's 3 reasons why I absolutely love Juice Plus and why I'm such a health advocate in general, but I use Juice Plus to support that. It's scientifically proven. So Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world with over 35 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals. As a dad that's a physician and a mom as a nurse, the first thing they wanted to know about was the research. My dad will not take anything unless he sees the research. After looking at the research from Juice Plus, he was so impressed that he bought my mom some, my brother some, my sister some, and said, to me, this is an absolute no-brainer. And now he's my biggest advocate, right? It's food, not a vitamin. So as I was saying, nutrition label. So the government considers this real food because we are not vitamin deficient. We are nutrient deficient. And it comes down to eating real food. No warning label. So we have the chewables. Okay, so we have chewables and there's absolutely no warning label. So, and it's just a Ziploc bag. So if you have children, like I do have a 4-year-old, and Megan and Amy and Mercedes, we all have children. And it's, rest assured, I don't have to worry about Tommy overdosing. He can overconsume and take a big giant poop just like he would if he had a bunch of blueberries. But as a mom, it's really important to me that I don't have to have anything in my household that I am worried about him overdosing on. So that's big. Okay, next is we have our complete shakes. So these are all plant-based shakes, plant-based protein. You have like ancient grains that are all gluten-free, things like pomegranate powder and mushroom powder. And best of all, it just tastes really good. It has a glycemic index of broccoli, so great for diabetics like my dad, and has less sugar than an apple. So this is something that in our household we have every single day. Easy peasy. It's like easy button as a mom especially and busy professional. Next we have the omega blends. So the omegas, if you're not taking an omega, you should be. I was taking an omega for years for brain health, for prevention of depression and anxiety. So I always have taken an omega. This is a plant-based omega. So we have just cut out the middleman of the fish and gone straight to the resource of algae and pomegranate seed oil and things like that that have all those great nutrients. And I have to tell you, like hair, skin, and nails, that's where I've seen it the most. My nails are like crazy hard. So that's awesome. Okay, a couple programs. We do have the Children's Health Study, and I know me being in the wellness field, and I know that Amy and Megan and Mercedes would agree that, it starts with the parents, right, and trickles down to our children. And so if we can tap into the market of educating and inspiring parents to be health advocates for themselves, it will trickle down to their children. So we have a Children's Health Study where children from the ages of 4 to 18 can eat Juice Plus for free. It's the largest observational study in the US, and they can stay on this study for up to 4 years as long as the parent is eating Juice Plus and being a health advocate for his or her own health, which is huge. We have a great Jumpstart program that reestablishes healthy blood sugar levels so that we can be great intuitive eaters and add in a lot of plant-based recipes and Juice Plus and utilizing our omegas and shakes. And the person that invited you can certainly tell you the details on our next Jumpstart program. At this point, so I just want to ask Megan if she would share her product story, and as a mom and as a nurse and as an athlete, why Juice Plus made so much sense to you. I'm going to unmute you.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so my name's Megan, and like Danielle said, I am a mom. I have 3 wonderfully energetic children. One is 10, one is 8, and I have a 6-month-old. I am an athlete. I play Division I volleyball at Oregon State University, and now to keep myself in shape and to stay moving and to stay pain-free, I do triathlons. And in addition to that, I am a nurse. I have been a nurse for about 12 years. I got my bachelor's degree at Johns Hopkins University, and I've been working in various settings throughout my career. And hands down, I love my product story, but hands down, this is the best nursing job that I've had so far. Just a little side note. So I've had a lot of dirty nursing jobs. I'm choosing to keep my hands clean now. So anyway, I've worked in schools, I've worked in the emergency department, and chronic diseases inundate these places. And I know that we've all, as nurses, seen these settings and how chronic disease is everywhere and there's pain everywhere. Well, I've been taking it for over a year now. Started taking it when I was pregnant, and now I took it throughout my pregnancy, and I'm taking it now as I'm breastfeeding my baby. And I love that it gives him a stronger immune system. I love that it gives me noticeable changes for me are more energy. I don't nap during the day like I did when I had my first baby. I don't take naps with this baby. And when I'm working out, I have a ton more endurance. I'm a long distance runner. And if any of you run more than an hour at a time, you might get tight hip flexors or tight hamstrings or tight anything or start to cramp. That doesn't happen to me now. I don't have to hydrate during a run over an hour, and I feel like this is hydrating me internally on a cellular level. So anyway, my husband, he's a logger and he works really long hours. He has a ton of energy and he loves his Juice Plus morning and night. And my stepdaughter, she is a vegetable hater. She wouldn't eat anything green a year ago, and I've been making lots of vegetable meals, and I have her rate things on a scale of 1 to 10. She's constantly giving them an 8 now. So I feel like we're wearing her down and changing her taste buds. So anyway, I am so thankful that I said yes to Juice Plus over a year ago now, and I choose it every day, and I feel like it's made a positive impact in my and my family's life. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Megan, for sharing your story. That's awesome. Megan and I played volleyball in high school, and we've been friends for a long time in this business, and just sharing the common denominator of, one, just being cool people, and secondly, health and wellness really brought us together. And just briefly, I'll share my product story. I started taking Juice Plus 2 years ago because it made sense to me. Raw fruits and vegetables in a capsule. I was working with so many professionals and moms busy professionals and moms, that nutrition and just, it wasn't on the top of their priority list, though they wanted to feel good and look good. And so I was always telling them that they should be eating more fruits and vegetables, and at the end of the day, it just wasn't happening. I took it because the research said so, but I was so surprised, and will be forever grateful for Joy introducing me to Juice Plus, that after 4 months of taking it continuously, I was able to wean off my medication under my psychiatrist's supervision for anxiety, depression, and my bipolar medication that I had been on for over 15 years. And with every medication, there is a really nice side effect, and I had some of those. But so I'm just happy to be taking such a small dosage, and it really is a testament to healing your gut, healing your brain. So that's just a little of my side story. And now I just, I feel like I have to unapologetically share it, and I do so with this business opportunity that we're going to talk about now. So with our business, it's really important to understand that unlike most network marketing companies, most of our customers are just customers. 80% of Juice Plus is simply customers, happy customers that are lifelong customers that just love the product and love the results that they're having. Okay, so let's address a few commonly asked questions about the Juice Plus franchise opportunity. This business is open to anyone 18 years and older. It's $50 a year to own a franchise. You have an online office. So even though we have a storm coming and I've been evacuated, if I have a phone or if I have a laptop, I can take my business anywhere. So you can run it all online. I've had one of my best months ever when I was drinking margaritas in Mexico. It's probably because my ambition was down and I was talking to everyone. I don't know. But I had a computer, right? You earn residual income by simply sharing Juice Plus by word of mouth, just like I was saying, and the company does the rest. So I want to show you, like, what I have here is my own inventory. So you don't carry inventory. The only thing that I have is what my family is taking. So you don't have to fill up an office with inventory and then worry about selling it. There's no quotas, no minimums. There's none of that. It's really nice. You just move at your own pace, and there's no glass ceiling, none. And there's no, there's no glass ceiling. So you can make as much as you want. Just depends on how many hours you want to put into it and your work ethic. And we're in 20 different countries, so it's really limitless. A little bit more about our company. It was formed over 50 years ago by the same president and founder, Jay Martin, who is still with us today, and he's awesome, has such a great sense of humor. We're a privately held, debt-free, multi-billion-dollar company. Family benefits package at our top leadership positions. So, as an entrepreneur, I also married an entrepreneur, and healthcare is so expensive, benefits. And at our top 2 leadership positions, it's fully paid medical, dental, vision, tuition reimbursement for your children, an expense account, a holiday bonus. That's awesome to me. And this business can produce short-term cash or long-term wealth building and retirement strategy. So there's people join for a lot of different reasons. What I find most inspirational is why people choose to join this business. Why, as a nutrition consultant that had her own business, why did I look at this opportunity and say, this is the way that I want to go and this is a better way? I chose it because I want lifetime and time freedom. I want to design my own schedule. I never want to have to work a 9 to 5. I never want to have to miss any of Tommy's sporting events. And he just started T-ball, and that's really important, right? I went to his first practice, and I just knew that if I was working a 9 to 5, I would have missed that. And I like earning what I'm worth. So if I'm going to work really hard, I want a paycheck that supports that effort. And in this company, that's granted me that. And Amy, I'm going to hand it over to you because I just want you to share, as a nurse and mom, why this business makes sense. Like, why do you want to share it with people?
Sure. Thanks so much. My story is interesting to me because I know myself and I'm quite an introvert, and I don't really like to get involved in many products or anything unless I feel really, passionate about it. And I had been taking Juice Plus for a year and just saw so many benefits. And my friends, my coworkers, everyone was asking me what exactly I was doing to, help all my issues that people who I were close to, I had talked to them about. And it was just a natural conversation to explain Juice Plus to them and that I was taking it. And then it finally clicked. It was like, I'm truly advocating this as a friend to a friend. I might as well be making money for this. Also because as a single mother, same thing, I hate spending time away from my kids, but I know I'm in a spot right now where I need to make more money just because of where I am in my life. But I don't want to have to make that money by picking up extra shifts at the hospital. Plus, when you work your 3 shifts as a nurse, like you're done. You're physically, emotionally done. You can't bear to spend another shift at the hospital away from your family. So I wanted to find another way to make money that wasn't at the hospital, but that was home in my pajamas, drinking a glass of wine, having my kids hang around, playing board games with them, and managing all that, also doing that while they were in bed. That's what really appealed to me. So that's kind of why I jumped on board. And also, as I said, it's all about word of mouth and it's about advocating. Being a nurse, you have a lot of patients who come to you and they're already at the point where they're just treating the symptoms of their disease now. They're not at the point where they could have prevented this. So you have a great opportunity to, as a nurse, when you're in that position, to kind of express the importance of having a healthy diet, nutrition, how that really can have almost, prevented the crisis they're in now to the point where they're actually in the hospital treating this disease. And so that made a lot of sense for me. And then also, just with friends, like I said, I feel like I get texts daily from friends. Oh, I was diagnosed with this. What do you think about this? What can I do to treat this? And it's so nice to finally have an answer for them. There's many different things to treat a certain disease or to suggestions for how to, cope with it or make it better. But to know that overall health, overall nutrition, and then providing your body with all the nutrition it needs to heal itself on its own, to just know that I can provide that to someone I truly care about has just made such a difference. And also as a nurse, you want to help people. It's in your nature. So to be able to do that wholeheartedly is a great feeling. And that's why we're nurses. We want to help people. And that's my story.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. My mom was just saying when I was downstairs with her, she said, at the end of the day as a nurse, she almost verbatim said what Amy said, is that you just want to help people. She said, that's why you get into the field. And when you find something that at your core is helping someone, you have to share it. And that's just a nurse mentality. And I feel like that's what we do in this business. Mercedes, do you want to say anything? You don't have to.
Oh, I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I was introduced to Juice Plus about a year ago in February. It was around my birthday. I was turning 57. So all the women in my mom's family all have heart problems. And so, and two of my mom and my aunt both died from heart attacks at 58 years old. And so I just turned 58 in February. So to me, thinking about my health was the most important thing, and about heart health and eating right and getting the most nutrition I can out of the foods that we get here. And a lot of times we live in a rural area, so we don't always get the freshest food here in Crescent City, unless, we grow it ourselves. So I told myself I need to think about my health and think about my kids and my grandkids. So it was a good fit for me and my husband, because we're both looking at being 60. And as we get older, we think about how our bodies and our environment are working and coinciding, with all of the GMOs and all that stuff. We want to make sure that we are taking into our body healthy foods. And so this was great for us, and it totally works out for us, because we both lost weight. I had thyroid problems, so for my thyroid, this worked out for me to get my vegetables and my, there's a whole thing with your thyroid and your health and nutrition. Nutrition is a big thing with your thyroid. So this totally worked for me. And I'm not really in it to climb the corporate ladder or anything like that. I really want it to be healthy. And if by example, I get other people into this business, that's a bonus for me. That's the bonus. They have to see it for themselves. I'm not actively going out there going, hey, you need to try this. I put it out there that this is what I'm doing. And if they want to join, that's a bonus. Really it is. And it's a bonus for them too, because then they're going to see what they've been missing in their life. So that's how I feel about it. Is this whole thing about getting all your vegetables and your fruits and all the things that you're not getting in your daily meal, because God knows we're all busy and we always can't eat the right thing all the time. It's not going to happen. Sometimes we have to run across town, or we can't fix our food the way we want, but at least I know I'm getting what I need in the palm of my hand every single day, twice a day.
Yes.
And that's the bonus for me. And that's what makes me feel good about this whole product.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing. I haven't heard your story before. And it's true. It's really true with the thyroid and nutrition, but that's really true of most illnesses, autoimmune or whatnot. Disease starts in the gut, and it's no correlation that my brain started to heal as my gut healed. And so thank you for sharing. So we're going to wrap up here. The whole point of this conversation tonight is to shed light on the need for nutrition and the need for something like Juice Plus of raw fruits and vegetables, and the need for more health advocates out there, because Tommy's out there crying, to be sharing this. And like Mercedes said, everyone gets into this business for different reasons. And if, by golly, somebody sees her or hears her story and wants to jump on board, then she's willing to share. And that's what we do. We really share and lead by example. And if someone wants to take a step in the right direction for their health, then we applaud them and then we guide them and we basically hold their hand while they're doing it. Yeah. And I'm happy to do so, because as wellness advocates and as nurses and nutrition specialists, that's what it's all about. And so you may be listening to this tonight and you may be in one or two places. You might think, okay, I need this for my family. I want to hear more about the program. I want to hear more about the Children's Health Study because my child only eats broccoli and one piece of carrot every day. Then you're going to just reach out to the person that advised you, and we'll get you all the resources. But basically, for under $5 a day, you're adding in your raw fruits and vegetables, over 30, a plant-based shake that's delicious, and you get the support system of the people that you heard from today. And to me, information without inspiration is just information. And so we really provide both. So we just thank you for being here tonight. And if someone comes to mind that really needs this opportunity, whether it be business or the products and the program, then please link them with one of us, and we'd be happy to share a little bit more with them. Does anyone want to add any last comments or questions? No? Okay. Thank you, everyone, and we'll be back on here at 8 for the people that want to do it again. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. It's good seeing you.